Oh wow, Twitch changed their ad settings. Your schedule ad. So now it's running ads. Wow, I literally have to run a 3-minute ad per hour to disable pre-rolls for 60 minutes. God, that's insane. Man, Twitch is fucking infuriating. Let's go. Push any button to continue. Holmes.
Do you believe
Oh, that's right. We're
we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson. This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp.
all right. So kind of as a quick catch up, we're searching for the bodies have been
We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
deliver where the bodies have been delivered to. We were chased by the sheriff until they heard a sound. And so here we are in the bayou. I think if I touch the water, I'm going to die.
Shall we investigate the area?
I don't know what's to investigate. So we're going to get back in the boat. Oh, okay.
I'll watch the bayou while you search the place.
Dead.
At least we don't have to worry about the boat. Champagne did right by us.
Okay, so there's... I have no idea who those brothers are. So there's nothing in here. I don't even know if Sherlock had a brother. Oh wow, even the rowing animation is correct. All right, let's there's nothing in there for me. Damn, Watson?
Bookos! Fireflies!
I literally have no idea what it is I'm supposed to be looking for right now. All right, here's another house. Let's pull up to here.
A fisherman's hut. Not what we're looking for.
Oh, I guess that answers that question. I wouldn't know. I have never done that. Why is there an X on this tree? X mark the spot. Are we going the right way?
How are you faring, Watson? Are you tired?
Not yet, but I've more than had it with these damn mosquitoes.
You know, I gotta admit, our mosquito control department down here is amazing at their job. Lotuses? I don't even know if lotuses are natural to Bayou. I have no idea where I'm going. Like, I'm just lost. Tomorrow night.
What was that, Holmes?
Whatever, or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
There it is. First try. Tomorrow night we'll be going late on stream, and we're gonna be doing Hunt Showdown. Okay. Hive. Oh no. Turn.
Am I hearing drums?
Drums in the bayou?
Like, I feel like if you were trying to be sneaky, you wouldn't have the big torch. You know, I did fire up Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. I might start that game over. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Probably a crocagator that's gonna wreck your life.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
There it is. There's
Shadow. Nothing more.
Oh, we didn't hit the rocks. Good job. I don't know if I'm supposed to, yeah, I don't know if I'm following the X's or if I'm following the fire. This is locked. Wow, Watson even does the proper turn? Good job, Frogware. Good job, Frogwares. I really do like this studio. Hang on, I'm being messaged something. I think we just got turned around. So I think that way's blocked. Like that's the way I went. Are you serious? There's a house? Yep. This guy, in a very round-ass kind of about way, this reminds me of the Fisherman's Village from Bloodborne and the old Hunters expansion. This is what we're looking for, I think. Yeah. How do I... I have no idea. I'm kind of listening to the drums right now, honestly. There's no prompt to. I can't. Well, I mean, you do partake of drugs, so you would definitely be Sherlock. Nah, this ain't it.
Any sign of arson? If not, let's push on.
I mean, Holmes was very into drugs.
sign of arson?
If not, let's push on. It's literally just. It's not that it's a photo. It's just it's a map. Oh my god, I didn't realize there was the whole thing. To reach your goal, follow death messengers. Then pass through fire without fear. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows. Avoid any crosses that appear. I think I'm actually just going to restart. I had no idea. Okay, there we go. To reach your goal, follow death messengers. Death messengers are white lilies. Then pass through the fire without fear. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows. Avoid crosses that appear. Okay, so that's lilies right there.
How did this shipwreck get here?
Let us just ensure we do not end up the same way.
Fire. Oh no, that's a downed house. There's nothing in it. So this is the tree. Yeah. All right, so right now I'm technically working backwards. Because here's the fire? Yeah, this is the fire here. I need to start the whole chapter over again.
This hut has been abandoned for a long time.
It reeks of damp. We're more likely to sink in there.
What I find incredibly funny is technically I could just hold the left stick and it'll skip this whole section because this is a mini game.
Look, Holmes. Fireflies!
White lilies, white lilies. More lilies. More lilies. Go back. After the bleeding willow, chase the crows. I think those are lilies there. Yep.
You're rowing like a professional, Watson.
University of London boat.
Follow the crows.
Silver
Okay.
medalist, 1874.
Crows there. Right, but this is backwards. We've already done this. I don't know why. I don't know what points it's creating for the autosave, so I don't know what house I'm getting on or off at, so I'm just literally going to start the whole thing over. So we're just going to redo chapter...
You both look tired. Lucky we have ways to lift your spirits.
I'm just going to finish out this chapter real quick and just start
Who on
over.
earth would harm Errol? Wish I could do more. Besides praying for your and Errol's safety.
Hello again.
Six. All of the Bayou.
At least in Afghanistan, we had nippy nights.
It makes one yearn for rainy London.
This place, Champagne, did not mince words about it.
Keep your wits about you, Watson. We are inching closer to the heart of this mystery, however dark it may be. Hell's bells!
I told you to stay away, Doctor.
That he did, Holmes.
I rule these waters. No hiding from me here.
No case goes cold on my watch.
If this was like
Settle down, boys.
a game that was truly
Our
after
friends
Sherlock
are as
1,
good as gone.
this would have been a shooting event.
This is it, Watson. Our moment of truth.
Listen, you want to talk about Nippy? You've got my number.
Holmes,
Follow death messengers.
do you believe the sheriff? That we won't escape?
One cannot be hurt by superstition, Watson.
Look, Holmes. Fireflies.
So there's no white lilies over here. We'd see them, so we have to go right. I don't either. That's why I'm like trying to listen. Lilies to the left, so now we go left.
You're rowing like a professional.
Then there's
Watson.
crows right
University of
there
London
in the
35.
distance.
Silver medalist, 1874.
See, it says avoid the X's, which means it's not this way. Okay, so the lilies are wrapping around, so we go this way. Crow.
What was that, Holmes?
Whatever or whoever it was, we should ready ourselves.
First try. Look at that. That is definitely an arrow pointing me down the middle. Okay.
Am I hearing drums?
I don't hear. I
Drums in
don't
the bayou?
see crosses, so we keep going straight. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Here we go for this. Still going straight. I don't see any crosses. I'm still going.
Holmes, I think I heard something swim underneath our boat.
Probably just a rotten log.
Did you hear that, Holmes? What do you see?
A shadow. Nothing more.
Yep, that's a cross, so we go right. Avoid crosses. Oh, I heard it the last time.
If you told me when I binned your paper that we'd end up fleeing the law in a rowboat through the Louisiana Bayou,
I dare say you would have hardly been surprised.
Cross, ignore it, go right, okay. You know what's really funny is canonically Sherlock Holmes isn't that smart. He's literally just observant. There's a part in one of the books where what is it? Watson tells him that the Earth revolves around the sun, and that we're like fourth in the planet or something like that. And Holmes like, Watson, I'm gonna have to use all my power to forget that useless piece of information. Go to the right.
The air is getting thicker, almost suffocating.
the stench of death. All too familiar now.
Yep, there's a creature in the water there.
It reeks of... We're more likely to sink in there than on our boat. Let's go.
Oh, this is literally just to get out of the water. Okay. Oh.
Careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Well, we're not going that way. Pass through the fire without fear. Here we go. Right, I agreed with you. You're Sherlock. You're a drug user.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can...
Watson, stay calm but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
Really? First try.
That's vicious.
That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
Okay, so we dropped the body, so I bet we get back in the boat and go on our way. Come on, Watson. Row. Crow. Got it. Follow the crow. There's another crow. More crows. Cages, more crows. Okay, we're getting to the end
That
here.
pier looks promising over there, Watson.
We're approaching the heart of darkness.
Mr. Arson was attacked at his mansion in Kidnat. Ass Matt took him somewhere in the bayou. It's crucial that we find him and save him.
This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
More blood, still alive, an untended wound. Okay. Wow, when you kept saying
Actually,
crows,
like
I just
Arson
noticed them hanging
here.
from the... I thought you meant you're looking at... Wow! Yeah, you're definitely Sherlock Holmes. That is fucking your... That is your bag, baby. That is all you. The one thing I want to change, I don't think I can. Yeah, there's no mouse scrolling. Oh boy.
Ugh, the smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
There's a-
Wary focus on our task,
Yeah.
so we may soon leave all this behind.
Yep. Yep.
Thankfully, it's not Arneson. A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. Days old and rotten. Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment.
Treatment? Are we still... yeah, I guess they were treatment. Okay, there's blood on all of these. Right here.
The
Scratch.
victim's left hand clawed at the soil. Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers.
Looks like we got a scene to build. That's a door. The door slides.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
Right.
Only this indentation was spared from blood.
So there's an item we have to put in there? That's racist. Partial handprint, thumb only.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette.
Alright, so we got our knife.
A worn blade, but clean and without blood. Bowls filled with blood.
Okay. I need one more scene. Dancing, got that. What am I missing?
The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread.
We got nice clothes and
Christmas
shitty clothes.
tossed aside.
I'm missing one. There it is. I'm like, that axe is red.
The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope. The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area. This is how those poor people were crucified.
Okay, so they built... Okay. Alright, so we gotta build our scene now. Oh shit, it's right here. And Watson is walking through it. No, it's not that because the blood's too old and we got double drag marks. So that's 1. I should say that's phase 4.
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson.
They need to move everything about his character model. Fuck out of my way. There's a third option I'm missing somehow, which means I'm missing a clue somewhere.
That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal.
Right.
Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. The captive was dragged through hell. This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul.
Alright, so we got
Arneson
one.
isn't among the dead.
Right. So we have Arneson cut down. 1, 2. Three. I don't get it. What changed from... No, there's a device that needs to be in there. Okay, so they brought Arneson in. They cut him down and they brought him in. So what is this one? But he's not dead. They've said that multiple times. What is number 4? Sorry. 1, 2. Validate?
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
Arneson was held captive on the island. The indentation and internals had an object. It must be covered in blood. Like, it has to be over here by the altar, right? Like, that's what the altar's for. Oh, I got it. What am I missing? Is it here? Is it somewhere in the fire?
I should be glad we're out of the water, but I'm not.
So this is how we came up to the fire. Right there.
Heavy and covered in blood.
First try. That's a loading wall right here. That was easy.
Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Yeah, that's definitely you. I'm not gonna wait from you. I'm going in. Okay, cool. Thanks for hanging out and fucking leave me in pitch black. So I think I'm gonna probably have a freak out scene here because Watson and I are now separated.
Woe betide those who take it. Walk away. Let the unknown be.
That's human skin and still warm.
Yep,
What's
there it is.
happening?
So the book is laced with a... Oh, that's cool. The book is laced with a chemical.
Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
So, I don't know what it was in the first instance. I didn't catch it. But in the second instance, the book is laced with a chemical. So Holmes is, in his mind, going into the pictures he sees planted around. Is what I'm guessing the reasoning is going to be for everything. I have no idea. There's something I'm missing to activate that stairwell. I have no idea what that word is that you typed in chat. I mean, if you want to wait 10 minutes, we got a commercial coming up here. Let's give it a shot. Yep. Run it back. Okay. Okay, so I went into the mirror world. Oh, okay, that's why everything's reversed. Got it. Alright, we gotta go back into the mirror. There's nothing here. Almost looking for another mouth to jump into. It's a shame it's not yours. We have the land here. Now we need the rock. Is this another mirror thing where I gotta look one way and walk the other way? Let me see here. Is that not it? Or do I gotta memorize the path it takes? Yep. Oh, this is gonna be trial and error. I have no idea where it goes from here. Yep. I think it banks to the left at that point. here, goes here, goes here. I don't remember where it goes at that spot. Oh, so it does. It wraps all the way around the other cage. Got it. I was thinking it might. I felt like that's a marker when they designed it, but... No one's going to acknowledge the fact that I literally just kind of put that together at random on my own. Ooh.
And now, axes? What on earth for?
Those are circumcision axes, my guy. That's how they snip your tip. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. Yeah, there's blood on each of them. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way that hit. Alright, so I gotta find these 3 symbols on the axes and get hit by them, potentially. So we're gonna do crazy dancing looking thing. There it is. Just one. Called it.
Now it is glowing, but why?
So I need Sky Beam, which is not this one. Oh, I guess I can get hit by the big swinging one. 2. Now I gotta find
There's that glow again.
Sky Beam. Sky Beam is the... not this one. Looks like this one? Nope. This one? Yep. Here we go.
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
Yep.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
We have an ad starting in just a couple minutes, and you can go get your cereal then.
Holmes, what are you doing, sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
Let me
I need to focus on Arneson.
Let me forget, please. Let me forget.
The unknown, beckoning, great word, lightning.
I should examine him before he has another seizure. Cold sweat. 2, no, 3 ribs fractured. Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get into the float in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him.
Ad will be starting in 20 seconds. I thought that was a tentacled thing from this angle. Now I just see it's eels feasting on a skull. That's a good illusionary trick. Excuse me. I'll wait for the ad to run. I like how it just says ad starting soon, but it didn't tell me if the ad started or not. Well, Holmes is missing. Oh, all these different languages. Wow. Oh, there it is, ad. As we wait for the ad to finish, because now Hulu's doing 3-minute, or not Hulu, Jesus. Now Twitch is doing 3-minute ad breaks instead of a minute. All right, let me look at these tables real quick and see what we got. There we go.
Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Some kind of amanita mushroom, extremely poisonous. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
Pharmacist's Handbook, How to Treat Without Killing. This book is a helpful... Learn from mistakes. Vials with an unidentified liquid are among other toxics. It's odorless, colorless, transparent yellow. Odorless. Odor, it's less color. Oh, search. Snake venom typically looks like yellow water. It has no impurities or foam. A few drops of snake venom diluted or mixed with other substances can be used as a muscle relaxant. 1 drop per 80 pounds should be enough.
This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation. Salvia divinorum, provokes visual hallucinations. A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color.
Alright, so now we gotta figure that one out. Okay, an odorous, gluey brown substance. So we have gooey. Yeah, that's the one you said. Is a brown colored paste used in rituals across the Amazon basin. It causes visuals and auditory created in South America. Jesus. We're gonna do snake venom. Because he's delirious? What am I missing?
Hard to tell what it says.
Yeah, they're gonna use...
I just need a second, John.
Please tell me there are no wheels inside Arneson.
I feel like we had the answer right there. Why am I still...
The nightmares these poor souls had to... I wonder what this language is. I can't decipher that text.
Oh, there was one of these that was a muscle relaxant. Is it this one?
This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation.
The whale. Got it. By combining ingredients at hand to make a sedative. Dwale and snake venom. Ta-da. Whale.
This should help soothe Arneson.
Snake is venomous. I'm the greatest detective in the
I need
world.
some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
Await the storm, give up your flesh. Rejoice, for he is coming. The deep water calls, rejoice, prove. Crawling chaos is swallowing a sleeping world. Really? There's... Okay.
Free me festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die, built in the eyes of our Eldritch Lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice. Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes, are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes? Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
That's a lot of blood.
Bon Dieu. Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, it
But
is.
he's not well. Do you know Lucy?
Belle from the nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here.
Errol? Oh, Errol!
Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him.
I forgot she calls me
Thank you for
Johnny.
bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and Champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes round here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
So there's one chapter left. The Book from Beyond. London! I like how you're just gonna ignore the text I've sent you and waiting for you to respond.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
I...
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, the Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics in Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them.
Yep.
You and the rest of your corpulent cronies.
Ha! Corpulent! That was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
I've got to finish chapter 1.
All right, so the choice is made.
I beg your pardon?
There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Barnes and Noble, GTFO. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try and adjust the volume here really quick. Not the volume. Controller vibration. Down. Or I should say up. Down. So we gotta, what is the cryptic message for Ashmat about? Okay, well, we only have the Cursed Brook.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Already called the storm of the century has been raging west of Lochbur's coastline over the past fortnight. Officials are alarmed by signs of the storm's intensification. The storm is taking a toll on shipping and seamen's lives, with 34 ships lost. Jesus. Even as this article goes to press, hundreds of lives hang in the balance, with seamen struggling against the elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy Rescue is forbidden to launch. Thank you to Her Queen Majesty Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers about the crisis. Oh, I wonder if this is okay. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a storm thing. Go up, right, and left.
Get the Strand. Get the true facts.
I have video RAM running out. Sadly, I need a 4070. Well, I should say there is one thing I want to try. Oh, that doesn't change shit. Alright, perfect. Mr. Barnes.
It has been a while, Barnes.
Dr. Watson. Indeed it has, and good to see you as always. How can I help?
Someone is full of pep.
Oh, yes. Mr. Holmes, he was quite the inspiration. Last time you were in town, he offered me some stirring advice, which I have since acted upon.
Holmes is nothing if not provocative.
Indeed, the thorny truth is often hard to hear, but it did the job, and now my heart is full.
I'm glad to hear it.
Much obliged, Doctor.
Barnes, does Stevenson's guiding light mean anything to you?
Well, my mind first goes to Robert Louis Stevenson, an up-and-coming author. I've been following his work in the periodicals. Interesting man. I take it his literary pursuits are somewhat of a deviation from the family business.
What makes you say that?
He wrote a poem. Let me see if I have it still. Yes. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labours of my sires, and fled the sea, the towers we founded, and the lamps we lit.
The labours of his sires. I wonder what they do.
I have a book on great British families. If the Stevensons have achieved anything of note, they will be in there. Please, feel free to take a look. It should be on the shelves to the right.
Much obliged. Last time we met, you mentioned your knack for translating occult texts. I was wondering if you could help me with this book.
Certainly, Goodness. Where on earth did you procure this grimoire?
That's a long story. What do you make of it?
It seems to describe pagan rituals, ancient deities. Wow, what a marvel. I can try and translate it for you.
Just the pages bearing that symbol. This section, really.
Entity of ocean or time. Oh my. Oh, already
The
on it, as
fact
you
that
can
he
tell.
just put in the detail
If you can have it done at your
for
earliest convenience, that would be lovely.
oh, it could mean this or this is amazing. I wonder
A
if
moment, please. Spellbinding pages.
Take care of your master. For some reason, it makes my
Great British Families. Vime gathers facts, stories, gossip about members. It's somewhat of a
skin crawl.
The message transcribed by Davy is addressed at reads when the storm starts, where the ship falls is Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen. Barnes says the name Stevenson reminds him of the up-and-coming Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson. He veered away from his family. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labors of my sirens and fled the sea. The towers were founded and the lamps were lit. Barnes recommends a book on great families, which can be found on the shelves to the right. Where's my original outfit?
Nearly done, Doctor. Have you found the book you're after?
No, I've have the book. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with it.
The dreamer's hidden daughter awakens in the flood. That sounds ominous.
Actually, I know what that's referencing.
Don't
That's
worry, I'll
so
get to
funny.
the bottom of it. You won't leave without the answers to your questions.
What was a cryptic message? I mean, this is. I don't feel like this is anything. I don't. Yeah, have. Oh, well, I guess that's kind of more than I thought it was going to be. Okay, here it is. The message Jesus. The message transcribed by Davy is addressed to Ashmat. When the storm starts, so Barnes says that it reminds him of the up and coming Scottish author Rupert. He veered away from his family's non-literary vocations as suggested in one of his poems. Say not of me that weakly I declined the labors of my sires and fled the sea. The towers were found on land. Volume gathers facts, stories, and gossips about and successes of great British families. It is somewhat chauvinistic about Britain's finest. I mean, wow, first try. The book, Greatest British Families, briefly mentions, trying to remember, Scotland, 1800s, and maritime. First try. The book Greatest British Family briefly mentions the Stevensons, famed for their lighthouses all across Scotland. Funny enough, the first Stevensons in lineage shares the same given name as the last, Robert Louis Stevenson. Ever since the Bell Rock Lighthouse erection in 1810, the Stevenson have left their mark around Scotland via civil engineering feats and maritime industry. Where the lighthouses were built by Robert Stevens or his sons, Al and David Thomas, sailors roaming Scotland's coastlines have the dynasty to thank them to prosperity and safety. The gathering at Stevenson's built lighthouse west of Loch Labour, Scotland. I mean, I feel like this is totally me grabbing at straws right now. Because there's... What is their goal? I feel like their goal would be to turn off the lights to sink all the ships.
Say, do you possess coastal maps of Scotland?
Indeed. Have you figured out what the Stevensons are known for?
Feats of lighthouse engineering. You have my thanks for the book.
My pleasure, Doctor. Do you need any particular part of the coast?
Loch Harbour, west coast.
Right then, I'll unroll it on the desk. All yours. In the meantime, I will attend to my translation.
Much appreciated.
God, I hope he doesn't go crazy. I feel like he's going to go crazy. Located in the Rhode Island of the same name, Skirvor Lighthouse lies southwest of the inhabited island of, I was going to say trees, Tyrus. Designed And built in 1844 by Alan Stevenson, the tower is a testament to the determination of the Empire's work and engineers to make life safe for seamen. The lighthouse has seen 6 years of construction, with numerous men risking their lives to build this granite beacon atop dangerous rocks. Located in the outer harbors of Barrowhead, the lighthouse illuminates the southern entrance to the Minch. The tower, designed by Robert Stevens and built by James Smith of Irvine in 1833, is made of stone. It is deemed the United Kingdom's highest lighthouse, standing 682 feet above sea. Wow, that's tall. Designed and built in 1849 by Alan Stevenson, the lighthouse lies at the western end of the Ardima Peninsula. And his architect is decoratively depicts Egyptian influence, making it unique among Scottish lighthouses. Made by granite and bearing strikingly black lanterns, the tower soars 118 feet. Rocks. Rube Nagalmi in Scottish Gaelic. The simple yet elegant brick tower of light built by David and Thomas is not even the only one the dynasty erected that year. It is 62 feet tall and bears a luminous range of 10 nautical miles, lighting the way for ships roaming around.
Doctor?
Barnes, have you finished with the book?
Yes. I've written out a translation of the section you wanted. It, puts the grim in grimoire.
I thought as much.
Long story short, it details macabre rituals, death, leviathans, and the apocalypse. See for yourself. I must ask you to leave the book with me so I can read more of it. It's compelling. Very compelling.
I don't think that would be wise. Please give it back. That said, I remain grateful for your immeasurable help.
Oh, how disappointing. I hope you will consider lending it to me in the future. Good day, Doctor.
Why would he think I would leave that book with him?
Mycroft, here to buy a book on fraternal dysfunction?
The Holmes family is beyond counseling, Doctor.
True, more deserving of scientific study. What do you want?
I came to warn you. Perhaps you have a moment to...
Sorry, I reserve Tuesday afternoons for time with friends.
I'm worried about Sherlock. He's not well. You should know that he has had episodes in the past. Detachment from reality. He will need your support.
Such gall. First you crush him under your boot heel, now you ask me to pick up the pieces.
Your emotions are impeding your rationality. He needs to be distracted, diverted into something less harmful.
Surely you jest. Only one thing shall truly bring him peace of mind, and that is solving his case.
The last case he pursued so doggedly was Cordona. He came home a wreck, and this time I fear he may not return at all.
You are not his father, Mycroft. Not anymore. He is a grown man, a brilliant man. I know you care for him. I just wish you also respected him.
The Crown cannot help you. But I can. Give him this.
What is it?
A confidential note tied to his case. He may see value in it. Just do not tell him it came from me. Oh, speaking of the Crown, perhaps you can help us with another matter? It requires some local knowledge.
I'm all ears.
For your eyes only. Here is a folder with all the details.
Who is a cult leader? I literally almost had that first try. Are you serious? bar lighthouse? As alive and leading a cult, he aims to conduct a monstrous ritual at the by implications the sacrifice of all abductees of diverse ethnicities. Ta-da. Oh, I thought this is the one I picked first. I was so confused, like why that wasn't lining up in my details. One of our informants, Philip Hawke, has not been in contact for the last few weeks. Please check his status. He's working on an investigation close to his lodgings. Hawke is disabled and his home is next to one of your client's house, Captain Stenwick. Report to me after you have visited. I'll be at the bookshop. Close to Steinwick's Manor. Got it. Okay.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Okay, so there's nothing down here. We gotta go the other way. This is Steinwick's Manor. This is where the case all started.
May I ask for your assistance?
It's a shame, but I can't help you.
Can I ask you a question?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Excuse me, just one question.
I wish I could help you, but I don't know.
You said he lives next to Steinwick's Manor? Like, there is no, like, next to. Unless he literally means, like, he lives in the harbor. What a shock. Hawke is disabled and his home is next to Captain Steinwick's. Captain Steinwick's.
Help me, please.
I can't tell you because I don't know.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It is a shame I can't answer your question.
Maybe I should just ask Steinwick himself. Won't that make sense? Oh, his house doesn't load anymore because the mission was completed. magistrate.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the strand for the details. Just back from a trip, Doctor. You look exhausted. You had a visitor earlier. You
So
seemed
it's
angry.
not a... Dude, I am struggling with this. And he is next to one of your houses. I guess the only ones
Get the
that...
strand. Get the true facts.
Down here?
Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks. Unlike Holmes, I don't carry lockpicks.
Well, aren't you just a nerd? Oh.
Royal Berkshire Regiment. They had it tough in Afghanistan. His face and neck are swollen, and I can see wasp stings all over the skin.
Unfinished note by Hawk. Cart carriage with a hooded visitor arrived. Visitor left. The visitor carriage left. Visitor stayed. Boxes with gold from the Japanese Imperial Mint arrived. Boxes are still being unloaded. Last box was moved inside the embassy. Arrival of the Ottoman ambassador and vice consul. The men are having a meeting on the second floor. There are maps of...
M signed by someone else's hand. Only his right arm was functional. His left arm was paralyzed in the war.
is dead in his wheelchair in his garden. The body is swollen, and he was stung by wasp all over. He has a tattoo of the royal he was during the war. Only his right hand was functional. His other limbs were paralyzed. Most likely, there is a notebook on his lap. I kind of want to say Moriarty killed him, and this will supposedly tie into the next game.
I'm sorry, I have bad news.
Please do not tell me Hawk is a turncoat.
Worse, I found him dead in his wheelchair, out in the garden.
How did he die? Exactly.
He was stung repeatedly by wasps. His body succumbed to anaphylaxis.
And that is all you observed? Was there anything suspicious?
Well, there was one thing. In his notes I found a handwritten M, but it didn't match Hawke's other writing.
Listen carefully, Doctor. Do not investigate further. Do not talk about this matter to anyone.
Moriarty.
Do not ask questions. Thank you. Now leave it alone.
Holmes, I have the translation. But Barnes was affected by the book. Holmes?
Watson?
Did you hear me? Barnes was behaving oddly, but I was able to retrieve the book and his preliminary translation. I think we have a lead. Sherlock, what is it?
I find myself burdened. It will come as no surprise that I tend towards obsession. Indeed, obsession oft grants me the insights that have become my stock in trade, but my greatest asset. Yet I cannot deny this nature proves as much a hindrance as a boon. It has cost me friends, colleagues, brothers. And despite my obsession as I contend with the matter at hand, no closer to understanding than when we began, I must conclude that I am of no worth at all. Without an answer, what use is the question?
Sherlock, this is no time for despair. The book is real. Those men went mad.
John, I fear that I am as mad as the rest of them.
I bore witness to the same events that you did. I saw with my own eyes the inexplicable, the ghastly, and the unnatural. I can attest to their occurrence. So take heart, for it was as real as you or I, and thus we must persist. Lives hang in the balance. If you cannot see your worth, then trust in me, for I see it. And I know of no other man capable of putting this matter right.
Thank you, John. Would that I possessed even half your courage. Pray tell, where does our journey end?
Ardnamurcombe, Scotland. Well, shall we be off?
Yes, of course. You can apprise me of your actions while we pack.
I thought there were only 7 chapters. Clearly I was totally stupid.
Holmes, if we don't make land soon, I fear we will join those missing souls.
These seas have taken too many, John.
Let's stop them from taking more then.
Oh, this is the final chapter. Okay. That's Babylonian.
The door won't budge. Barred and barricaded from the inside. Barred and barricaded from the inside.
Alright, where are we going with this? We're probably going to have to go around and go into a cave. We'll have one more otherworldly map. And then we'll have the final reveal.
An old cannon, probably rusting here since the 16th century.
Damn. Fault pattern, grooved indentation. Looks like a wagon wheel, kid.
Ouroboros, a snake eating itself. An ancient symbol of eternal renewal.
And a door that moves.
Fresh marks, something scraped along the stone. This door requires a very specific key. Where did the shirt come from?
Holmes, look. There's a body here.
Not just any body, it's Ashmat.
The body is still soft to the touch. He died recently.
The infamous curved dagger. It's tied firmly to his hand. Oh, his eyes are gouged out. Scratches, bruises, and stabs, all self-inflicted. A broken chain, something was attached to the end.
This would be the stone.
His body succumbed to all those wounds.
Searching for something. Okay.
A human-sized imprint. Someone fell on their back.
Well, yeah, we saw them.
This branch was recently broken. The wood is still green. Whatever Ashmat had secured to his chain, he lost it here.
So washed away.
Interesting occult pattern. Scratches. This medallion saw frequent use.
What drove him to this dreadful act?
I fear we are about to see for ourselves.
So I'm very so he lost his thing and he killed himself because of it? Is that what that means? Oh, I know what that is. So the fishmen would capture the women. Something about gold? And then the fisherman would say, what?
An obsidian heart. Masterful work. They used fresh blood in some kind of ritual.
Okay. There's some type of Blood-rich, okay.
Sealed shut and seemingly for a long time. This vessel is covered in dried blood.
This is where the
Oh,
dude
I
would...
get it. We need fresh blood. And no, I'm not volunteering.
Fear not. I think Ashmat can help.
Do I seriously need to grab Ashmat's blood?
Do you have anything to hold blood, Watson?
Fine, take my flask.
Because Watson's an alcoholic and he always has a flask on him, right?
The lever doesn't want to stay on its own.
Watson, hold the lever for me. I must investigate.
Holmes, watch out! My lever went back up.
The doors, Watson. Hold the doors.
Ah! We're trapped! Now what?
Look around. There must be something we can use. Those holes seem to have a purpose, but I won't risk my arm to find out what.
This is the part that I don't understand. What is with the gold? I guess we could use a bone.
Be ready for anything, Watson. It's all right, Watson. It's merely a chest with coins and a dagger, made of obsidian by the looks of it.
I'm just gonna take all the bones.
Use these with care. Let us be the first adventurers to raid a tomb without destroying it.
What is the gold? Okay, so the gold weighs as much as the obsidian heart.
Terrific. Now, onward before they close again.
Let us hope our paths converge, Holmes.
It's calling me
Holmes, say something.
The abyss. Why does it call?
Holmes!
Help me.
Holmes, speak up. Holmes, speak up.
Please, John.
Holmes! Holmes, speak up.
Help me.
Holmes!
Please, John.
I'm coming!
Help. Please help.
Keep talking!
Help. Please help.
Sherlock?
Watson.
Sherlock?
John! John, I'm falling!
I'm coming! Holmes! Where are you? Holmes. Holmes, come on, wake up! Thank heavens. What were you doing? What happened?
The whirlwind. Stars so distant. The sun inverts. The earth, it becomes transparent.
Sherlock, snap out of it.
Nothing is everything. We are so small, inconsequential. A shadow in the dark.
I think we best go back. You are not well, Sherlock.
No. We are so close. We cannot...
You asked that I intervene if I saw you cracking. This is me intervening.
With every passing minute, another life is extinguished. We must stop, Rochester. We must end this.
Ah, Sherlock, you almost died.
Do not worry about me, John. You have other men to save.
Careful, Holmes.
Sir, are you all right? No response.
The blunders from Tobar Moir know nothing that they ought to. I had to teach them how to change oil. Their one proficiency seems to be asking questions about the caves and where my son went missing. I said nothing at first. When some sort of lord arrived and offered me money for our tower, I relented and showed them around. The man claimed to be a collector of antiquities, but what could he have sought? It was easy money, but I cannot help but feel as if I betrayed this place to my boy.
I thought that I'd seen horrors during the war, but this is complete madness.
So many questions.
The base appears to rotate.
Hands off, Holmes. We have no idea of its purpose.
They are all entranced, captivated by the light of the lens.
Sherlock, don't touch it. We still don't know what it is capable of.
The sheer form of it, the color, it makes me feel uneasy.
Asmet, you must familiarize yourself with the process of charging the Khalid lens, ensuring them With beam emitters, the emitters themselves are not capable to operate, but there can be no more mistakes on our day of reckoning draws near. One such error would be to keep that obsidian toy of yours near the lens. They are strong in most circumstances, but vulnerable when energized. We only have a limited supply.
Black, metallic, and with a characteristic hue. Obsidian yet again. This material feels very sturdy. It would take an enormous effort to break like that.
None of those. Energize the lenses to strike him with the obsidian dagger. Yeah, no kidding.
That's it. You did it. The lens broke.
John, the worshippers, we need to make sure.
Of course, I'll see if they're all right. Don't mind my trembling hands. It's not fear.
It's adrenaline. Are those burns?
Her chest is moving fast. She's hyperventilating. Check her pulse, can you, Watson?
As expected, the pulse is elevated, but within normal limits.
At least this awful mask is breathable.
No, I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm missing a book.
Stop there, shipmates. A storm awakens and we've battened down the hatches.
Dirty Summers, I presume. Nice to put a filthy, sweat-covered face to a name.
That's no way to speak to a captain.
Sherlock, get down!
Watson, you killed him!
I didn't have a choice.
Well, what's done is done. If we do not stop Rochester, Summers' death will be but one of many.
I honestly forgot about Dirty Summers.
The sailor who didn't survive the storm.
The port of London feels so long ago.
My sanity is
Forgive me,
slipping
Summers.
away. I feel like I've been there.
Oh. Oh, this is the barricaded front door.
They made sure no one could enter through the main door.
Screw your ritual. The collection of notes Ashmet left himself over the course of the past few weeks. It all went south at that Arneson's place. Him, the pup, and that harlot. I wish the water would have taken them away. They didn't deserve to be brought here with others. No, 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 no. The underground tunnels called me again. Every time I go to sleep, I wake up in the caves. Yesterday, I woke with an obsidian shard in my hand and absolutely no memory of it. Tonight, the caves will call me again. What I've witnessed in my dreams is horrific, but I cannot resist.
It seems they have placed beam emitters all over the main gallery.
Well, you know what that means.
Khalid lenses are placed inside the lantern room. They modify the gallery and watchroom. One moment, Watson. I'll redraw this blueprint.
Point them all at the main light and smash the light. Yep. We must destroy the Kali lenses at the base of the lantern as depicted in the blueprints. In order to achieve this, each lens must be targeted by 2 beam emitters simultaneously and then manually shattered using the obsidian dagger. We need to work separately as Rochester and his servants will be trying to protect the lens. Were they shipping bodies? I don't understand this. I've heard the melody again. I hear it drip from the falls from the top floor to the ground. I hear it in the meditative rotations of the lantern. I can hear it in this very moment as my pen scrapes against the paper. Ever since my boy left me, this log has been my only companion. Sometimes I sleep in his bed so as not to see it empty. I think I saw him swimming the other day in the inky sea. His skin was dead and gray, his teeth as sharp as a piranha. He looked at me with salt red eyes, steadfast amid the furious waves, and I saw nothing but the loathing gaze. Okay.
I know this company. They make Fresnel lenses, essential for any modern lighthouse lantern. Hay for padding. They didn't want their cargo damaged.
Of the nasty deeds I have done for coin, this is without question the worst. The strange dreams became more frequent, but I try not to dwell on them, and yet life here is tedious, so I cannot stop my mind from returning to the visions. I cannot stare at the sky. I am loath to look at the sea or Ashmet's face or my own hands. Rochester says that soon everything will disappear, be eaten by the old one. It would be for a better world even if I were not around to see it. Yeah, I've done everything, so let's go to the final part.
Tell me you have a plan. Of course. We shall apply what we just learned, charge the Khalid lenses, and break them with the dagger. That should put a stop to this cursed ritual.
All right, good. I confess, I worry about what awaits us. Is it too much to hope this will all come right?
If our future is black, it is better surely to face it like a man than to attempt to brighten it by mere will-o'-the-wisps of the imagination. Come on. We'll go together.
Look at them all. We have to help them.
Watson, stop. Rochester will see you.
What should we do?
We get answers. Stay here, see to the lenses. I shall confront Rochester. He owes me the truth.
Sherlock! Sherlock!
Mr. Holmes, you are late. Was the path here not as you anticipated?
You expected me?
We've stood here before, Mr. Holmes. Another you? Another me. Many years ago. I wonder what will happen this time.
What? What are you talking about?
Join me. Bear witness to the end.
No?
You cannot bear witness to anything, Lord Rochester. You are blind.
How could you?
It is what I do.
No. How could you be so ignorant? For I have never seen more clearly than in this moment. Never felt more than I feel right now. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats, just as our master rises below. I see moon beasts, night gaunts, a witch doctor in Arkham. I see what the stars themselves are dreaming. I know more than any man has ever known.
You are delusional. How did you do it? The compulsions, the visions, was it some form of hypnosis or no? A drug, perhaps, tell me.
Ah! There is no ruse. There is no big reveal. It is exactly what it seems. You still fight so desperately against this truth, but you feel it too. Yes? Yes?
You are mad. You have mistaken hallucinations for reality.
Are you really want to talk, Mr. Holmes? Speak truthfully now. In the port, in the swamp, what did you see?
Meaningless dreams, the result of asphyxiation or medication.
No, no, no! You are lying to yourself, Mr. Holmes! Why? If you are not here for the truth, then you are a diversion, but no more! Rulor Kanga! Oh, Master! Oh, Great One! He has come! Take me! Accept my sacrifice! The world is yours!
Oh. I think I messed up. I can't move.
You can... You... Something...
But...
I can't move. Oh.
it's completely broken.
I am missing a bunch of shit right here. I don't know how I'm supposed to get out. Yeah, could you guys fucking move? I really need you all to get the fuck out of my way. I fucking can't move. There's nothing I can do.
This could prove useful.
Oh my god, I gotta go back through the crowd.
What is the point? What are you hoping to achieve with all this slaughter? Do these people deserve such suffering?
They are just tools. Their existence is meaningless unless put to use. Oh, all-seeing master. Oh, grand God beneath. How he has blessed them with purpose.
You use them for cruelty.
I've seen a man eat his own flesh just to hear the whispers of lizards. I've seen a mother behead her newborn that she might travel to another world. Galaxies swallow each other whole. Light folds in on itself until nothing remains. You know not cruelty, Mr. Holmes. Cruelty is for such knowledge to be beyond the reach of so many.
This is hubris delusion. You are Icarus flying too close to the sun.
No, no. You misinterpret the legend, Holmes. Icarus flew. He reached heights no man had ever reached. One must imagine Icarus happy.
He burned. Rochester plummeted to his death.
And were you to ask him of his choice, he would have not a single regret. Every step I took was necessary. Every drop of blood a blessing. Every death predestined. Surely you understand. It was for knowledge. The only thing worth living for. Why must you remain so blind? Be honest. What is it you fear?
I fear nothing, Lord Rochester. You are the coward hiding from the pain of the world in a delusion of his own making.
No, no, no! You are lying to your...
I really hate it when games like force you to do a choice as opposed to letting it happen. I'm gonna redo this fucking puzzle.
I'm afraid that it will cost me.
There is no such thing as sanity. There is only the world as it is. And and one's willingness to accept it.
No, 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 no! Fuck! Cool, look, there's something I can do here. Let me guess, everything else is blocked off? Yep. And I gotta... That chanting is just absolutely mind-numbing.
You truly believe it? That a god arises from below, that the world shall end?
There is only nothingness. Only chaos and torture and endless time, stretching its wings, baring its teeth.
It's preposterous. It's nonsense. It's... You've drugged me. The fumes in the temple, narcotics, bad reaction. Oh, you're one of my cross agents. This has the stink of my brother all over it. No, wait. Of course, I am dreaming in the asylum. In Black Edelweiss, tied to a chair.
You are standing right here, Holmes, as you always do.
You said that before. You said we had met, but I've never seen you before in my life.
The cycle repeats. Old becomes new, and we remain pawns in the hands of a god. Submit! Submit to your inconsequence!
It is unthinkable.
It is undeniable.
I cannot.
When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Now, Holmes! Now is the moment! You know it in your heart! Say it! Say it!
It's an illusion. A delusion. I am mad. I have become my mother.
No.
No, that was the right answer. I was right on board with this right until this last section.
dream.
It went now.
It's real.
Man, hard disagree, but okay. Glad we're forcing narrative. There's nothing I can say that will describe how much I absolutely abhor what is happening right now. Like, I can't get through any of this. Can't move around them. Can't do shit. Can't move. I literally can't do shit right now.
Your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man, and I know how to stop you.
What do you mean? What have you done?
I have made a friend.
Yeah! No! Curse you! Oh, Great One, forgive me!
It is over, Rochester.
I thought this time would be different, but the gods laugh at man's arrogance.
Sherlock, come back down! The wave! Come with us! Turn yourself in, save yourself!
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall.
Sherlock, please! Rochester, don't!
Such heights we reach!
No! God! Sherlock, we must get inside! I have to see it, John. I have to know.
Apologies, did I rouse you? I could relocate to the study, but I wanted to be at hand should you need me.
No. The sound of your keys. It is my tether back to the waking world.
I find writing of our adventure helps me too. Perhaps at some point you could read it and tell me if it accords with your memory. There are moments in our journey that only you were privy to. Your encounter with Gygax, your visions with Light of the Abyss, your confrontation with Rochester.
No.
Pardon me?
Do not publish it. It would be professional suicide. You would be a laughingstock, a fabulist, concocting penny dreadfuls for the unwashed masses. And I would no longer attract a distinguished clientele, but madmen convinced I could connect them to their deceased relatives or help them capture a fairy.
Ah. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it?
When I close my eyes, John, I am falling. Falling into a black abyss. It is endless and suffocating and unforgiving. What I would give for a dreamless night.
It's going to be all right, Sherlock.
What is that?
It will help you rest.
No, not that. No. I say, Watson, would you be afraid to sleep in the same home as a lunatic, a man with softening of the brain, an idiot whose mind has lost its grip?
Not in the least.
That's lucky.
Well, that was an incredibly disappointing ending to a really good game. Wow. That's not a good ending. I'm actually incredibly disappointed with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What time is it? Yeah, it's 12:30. I'm going to bed. Wow, I'm just blown away by how disappointing the game was. I've enjoyed every other Sherlock game I have played with a great story, whatever, but this was not it. Wow. Everyone has a good night.